This is a two-way radio, an ICOM radio installed into a Ford Super Duty. I think it's a diesel. It's a big truck, pickup truck. This is a VHF ICOM mobile radio. Right now it's on LED 1 here in British Columbia, Canada. So this is a kind of a cheap tool to use in the field to measure the antenna. Also, I have another one that shows me the tuning frequency of the antenna, but this one is just for VSWR. And on a LED one, if I broadcast, it shows VSWR at 1.00, which is perfect tune. And if I look at the reflected power or reverse power, 0. It's like a 50 watts forward. Yeah, probably some people heard me on the radio talking on LED 1 at this high power. I'll show you how I've done the installation. The radio is installed onto a central console. Let me turn the volume down. And like I said, I'm using a cheap tool to measure the antenna performance. I installed it here. The customer wanted this tray to be open. You see, it's like a perfect fit. It may be rubbing 1 millimeter, but that can be adjusted by the other two screws. So it's good. So they can spill the coffee on the radio, destroy the radio control head, and buy another radio, or maybe give it back to us for repair. They asked me to do the radio here. Sometimes I install it right here. I'll show you the antenna, the power cables. Power cable goes here underneath, protected by this type of insulating loom or split loom or corrugated cable protecting loom. I don't know how you call it in your country. And it comes here underneath and ends up to the fuse panel. I've used fuse number 47. Let me see. Every time I work on the customer radio, I leave a mark. I fold the page where the fuse is in case they want to do some work. They don't get annoyed and frustrated looking for the fuse. So I have only one hand available for this. I use this fuse 44. is a Runstar customer access feed, and for that I've used a fuse adapter, which you remove the original fuse, put it in a fuse adapter, find the correct polarity, so it's aimed this way, and I cut a little slice here at the cover, the fuse panel cover, to accommodate and fit properly on top of the fuse adapter, and it looks good. I put a label at the fuse, so the customer or a mechanic will not wonder what's that fuse for. And the antenna is with a antenna bracket, custom type of fender bracket. It's a VHF tram brand antenna, which works fine. But what I do on these things, I put some goop underneath, because what happens, I'll show you the thing, how the water gets in. Sometimes it gets under the gasket right here, but lots of time comes out through this. It's not a flange, it's kind of a nut that has a thread inside. So thread here and thread inside, and the water is getting from underneath because they drive with speed, and the water pressure gets underneath and is coming out right here into the inner thread. and it's just causing corrosion. I see that all the time right here, and the center pin, lots of corrosion, and the antenna lasts only like maybe 2 years, 3 years, and they have to replace it. But if I use some goop, some special waterproofing goop, it kind of protects the antenna. So that's the F350 Super Duty, whatever, I don't know trucks, I just work on them. And in case you don't know how to open the hood, of course that's easy, but on the front, on the hood, the latch is right here. So you see this thing, yellowish lever, you pull on the left and will pop the hood and you just lift it. So some cars have under this thing, the electric ones, but most of the cars have right here, but in this big one is here. Talk to you later, bye bye.